clause number 4, you have 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and now it's 4.4. 4.4 is the regarding quality management standard system, quality management system, and it to understand your processes. Quality management system process cover general or process approach. Jadi requirement ini kamu kena faham juga risiko-risiko yang perlu diambil perhatian. Management system and its process. When you establish, implement, maintain, improve a process-based QMS, you need to have a process sheet and determine the need processes and their application. So you have a process sheet, you have a process flow. Determine process input output. You determine the sequence interaction process. So you determine also the resource. The person in charge, what is the department, and the process responsibility, then the authority. Then you make sure there's a risk and opportunity analysis and evaluate the process. And you need to have a procedure when necessary, and then you need to have a record to show when necessary to prove. Okay. So example here, you have a job description for your process people, your purchaser, your account department, your HR department. So all these department, they are positioned, make sure they have a job description, and you plan your action to address risk. So in fact, actually under your quality file appendix E, we have a business process interaction linkage. So this one must be documented. We have a procedure of flow on this one. So you can see we have a ISO clause refer to them. What is your department? And also the person procedure apply. So 4.4 requirement to make sure those process is critical or need to have a procedure. You must not know a procedure so that your people can handle a job more competent. Then those need to have a record for evidence. You need to show the records. So these two the auditor will check and you need to show. So we have gone through 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 scope, and 4.4 processes. That's all for scope. Clause number 4. The ISO 9001-2015 standard clause number 5, leadership. Leadership will contain to 3 sub-clauses. Let's see what is that. Okay, clause 5. Before going to 3 clauses, let me explain clause number 5. Previously, there is a term we'll call it management responsibility. So now the term changed to leadership since years 2015. Top management are required to demonstrate that they engage in key quality management system activities as opposed to simply ensuring that this activity occur. This means that there is a need for top management to be actively involved in the operation of their quality management systems, QMS. Okay, so mean the top management previously might be not involved in the operation of the QMS. Now they have to involve as per new version. Okay, previously they use a QMR, management representative, to run the role of the management. Now, no, leadership must be top management. Okay, then the remove of the management representative, MR is not a requirement anymore on the ISO 9001-2015 division above. This QMR already removed from the requirement, so it's not necessary. Okay, but you still can maintain that. You still can have MR or assistant MR. So the management representative, they enforce the requirement. Last time they have request QMR to see the quality management system, okay, in the operation. So now the leadership, they change to leadership, must be a top management. Top management means the person, those can make decision on the quality management system. Okay, clause number 5, leadership. You have a sub-clause 5.1 is a leadership and commitment. 领导作用和承诺。Leadership, the commitment, and they have 5.1.1 general requirement and 5.1.2 the customer focus. So leadership, they have a responsibility under 511 and 512 customer focus. And 5.2 policy. Policy also a requirement to be involved by the top management. How to 521, how to establish the quality policy, and 5.2.2 the clause how to communicate the quality policy. And clause 5.3, the organization roles and responsibilities and authorities. This one is similar as previously. The authority and responsibility of your staff. Okay, let's see more to details. Leadership and commitment. When you refer back to your file, folder MR, there is a procedure 04 management. Management procedure P04 under MR-P04. The procedure leadership. You're going to SOP, yes, leadership. Then you're going to para 5.1 leadership and commitment. And you can see 5.1.1 general. This one is the requirement. The top management have to make sure that they show the evidence that they are committing and implement the QMS and also the improvement. So A, to show that they are communicate to the department the importance of meeting customer as well as the regulatory and legal requirements. So communication to the relevant department. You have to have evidence on the customer requirement or the legal requirement. Okay. B is establishing the company quality policy and quality objectives. So quality policy, quality objectives, top management have to make sure they are establishing this one. So how to show this one? That they have to make sure quality policy display at the relevant area. Maybe you can display at your guardhouse if you have a guardhouse, and you can display one copy at your punch card area with the timing, or the employee when they're punch up, they can see the quality policy. Objectives can be displayed at the department, relevant department, okay, or the production area. And C, to ensure that quality policy is communicated, understood, and applied within the organizations. Mean that you have to make sure it's communication. Mean you got a training on the quality policy. Make sure they understand and is applied by your team. So training, you can show evidence of training records, or you have a meeting minutes during operation meeting. Okay, D, to ensure the integration of the management system requirements into the organization's other business processes as deemed appropriate. Mean that to ensure that your QMS requirement you put inside your business process, business process linkage, and the chart, the process flow. So you have to make sure that QMS requirement is put inside your process flow. So you can show your process flow. E, or your quality plan. E is a promote awareness of the process approach and risk-based thinking. So awareness of the process approach in your after input, you have a process output, the process flow, and also the risk-based thinking. Okay, you have to promote your risk-based thinking in all your processes. Okay, awareness. You can either have a training or have an instruction display on your work area. F, ensuring that the resource need for the management system available. So you can show evidence during meeting, checking that your QMS resource is adequate. Either management review, you can put a review on the resource requirement, or HR, you have the employee requirement to show that. Okay, G, communicating the importance of the effective quality management system and of conforming to the management system requirements. Communicate important with the QMS. So it means that you have the management review, either management review or operation review your QMS system. Okay. And H, ensure that management system achieve its intended results. Top management have to ensure management system QMS achieve your result. So how this one is actually the data analysis and evaluation, and you need to have a chart to show meeting your target. Okay, I engage in directing and supporting person to contribute to the effective of the management system. Mean you have people to support. You can have a MR, assistant MR, to support, to make sure they are monitor effectiveness of the QMS. Okay, promoting improvement on the J, promoting improvement. You can have a improvement project. Okay, improvement project, either put a project by Kaizen chart before and after improvement. Okay, and K is supporting other relevant management roles to demonstrate their leadership as a